Good morning, everybody. So excited to be with you in this sense on the other side of the world. Just wanted to kind of walk you guys through kind of what a day in the life of the Grahams kind of looks like. So we're going to give you a tour of the compound we live in, a tour of Layla and her.
Don't call it a compound. It's a guest house.
The guest house that we live in, the place that we're predominantly confined to in this season. So I just thought it'd be fun. I'll give you a tour. So this is our bedroom.
This is our incredible living quarters. We have a vaulted ceiling.
Yes, that's Megan in the background talking. Our little desk. In here is our bathroom. Toilet's over there. You probably don't really need to go in depth. We got a little shower. This is where we store all of our clothes for Megan and I. So all of our clothes, our wardrobe fits in here. It's actually pretty neat.
What's it called in Afrikaans?
What's it called? Klerekas.
Klerekas.
So we're learning
Klere
Afrikaans
is clothes.
as well.
Here I want to show you my garden.
Oh, Megan's got a garden.
There's my succulents, and outside I have a daisy plant and something else I don't know, and some more succulents. This is our little back door, and we have a container garden that the base uses that has peppers and basil and lettuce, and beans are starting, and green onions, and I think that's it right now.
And then we'll go this way. So they broke out this wall to combine these two rooms for us. So we'll go into Layla's room. She's got a little desk where she does her homework very diligently. And this is her bed. She's got a bathroom. She actually has a bathtub in her bathroom, which is pretty nice.
Sure.
This is a little tour of the bathroom.
She's got a cool bathtub. Yeah. It's fun. Some of the other members in our team use it sometimes. They request to soak in the tub.
And then this is our little kind of courtyard, I guess you might say. So we've got a family that lives right here, Paxton Spin, and their little son, Boaz, is 10 months old. And then over here, this is often a place where we do like our fitness. So I'll show you more of that later. We'll often do team workouts over here. Walk this way. This is Riley doing her laundry. It's awesome. And this is our laundry room. So again, there's like 24 of us that live here. And so you have 2 washers. We don't believe in drying machines here. So Riley is going out to actually hang her clothes on the line. Which some of you might recall in history is a way to dry clothes.
It's called sun power.
Power. Glory. It's perfect. We'll walk this way to show you our car.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a car. We bought a car. This is actually very nice today. It's probably 45 degrees and 50 degrees right now. Give or take. It's supposed to be really cold.
So even though it's June, we've entered into fall here because we're on the other side of the world.
Crazy
So
cold.
all of the trees are, not all of them, but a lot of them are lost all their.
So this is our car. A Mitsubishi.
We bought the
Never
little.
thought I'd own one of those in my life. But
Yeah.
this is what we got. It's what God gave us. Which is awesome.
Most of the cars here are really tiny, and if you notice something interesting, yep, that's it. I don't know if you can see it. The steering wheel's on the right side of the car. So you have to sit on the wrong side, shift with your other hand, and we drive on the opposite side of the road here. But guess what? We can do it.
We can do it. It only took a couple months. I think we've been here, what, 3? Been here since December.
Yeah.
And we finally figured out how to drive on the other side of the road.
So there's lots. So an interesting thing here in South Africa, they call the garden any place where there's grass, or a bucket, or a tree. But what's really cool is there is a beautiful grapefruit tree here, and if you swing around over here, this is my favorite. This is an orange tree, and it's just full of fruit, and we've been watching it. The oranges turn more orange, and it's been awesome. And then there's also 2 lemon trees on the property. So
I want to show you. Oh, there's our leaders meeting.
our leaders are
Right off that way.
meeting. Got some containers over here.
So one of the things we have is before the lockdown, we felt like one of the gals here, one of the coaches, one of the RTC coaches wanted to start doing some girls classes. So we bought some equipment. So for some of you that have funded or supported the gym and kind of the fitness platform that we believe in, that God wants to reach people through fitness, we're just gonna kind of show you our gym. And so we started buying equipment right when we got here. A couple weeks into when we got here, we bought some, and then we actually just bought a little bit more a couple weeks ago, just kind of believing in faith as well that we're still gonna still reach people, still share the gospel through the avenue of fitness. So let me show you kind of what we have. So that'll be kind of cool. You can see in here. So we've got assortment of kettlebells, dumbbells, wall balls. We just got some boxes. We've got some sandbags, ab mats, little 2 kgs for Layla. Everything's in kilograms. And some dead balls, some rings that we're gonna put up.
Bands,
so we're still
rings.
running in the avenue of fitness.
Chalk is important. Mats, rollers, those are sandbags back there. It's also storage for other things.
And then I'll show you the pull-up bars that we built. This is kind of
He
fun.
was just kidding. These ones are mine. 53 kgs, baby.
So over there are our leaders. It's also where we shoot bows.
Shoot bows.
there.
Have Afrikaans twice a week.
Oh yeah, so we built these pull-up bars to do some more fitness. which is
Maybe
awesome.
Layla could talk about Afrikaans.
Yeah, you want to talk about Afrikaans? Over here, we often have our Afrikaans class.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Afrikaans?
Sure. So, this is where we learn Afrikaans. We study the language with an amazing teacher. And
What's her name?
Adelaide Women. She's so incredible. And we learn, we're actually getting pretty good in greetings and how to just have small talk and conversation, basically. So it's so fun.
Could you share a couple of the funny things of the language that are different? Or maybe some meanings of words that are cute?
Sure.
Or say a few things.
I can say, Goeiemorgen, hoe gaan het met jou? And then,
Which means?
good morning, how is it with you? That's directly translated. It's like, morning, how are you? And then if you wanted to be like, vandaag is koud. It means like today is cold. And you could say like, yo look mooi, which means you look good. And one of my parents' favorite sayings is, vandaag is a goeie dag voor koffie. Which means today is a good day for coffee.
It's true. My favorite word is Olek. It means cute.
Okay, now it's Megan's turn. Now
Oh.
you get to see Megan. Because she has to leave soon to go to her appointment.
favorite word is Olek because it means cute. Yesterday we learned a phrase that is...
If you want to keep walking that way, or just go around. Yeah, just so we go back to the...
Wat maak jij? Wat maak jij? Layla's accent's much better, which means, what are you doing? But you answer, ek maak moeilijkheid, which means I'm making trouble, which of course you know.
It's kind of like a joke.
We've done worship up here a couple times on top. It's kind of a nice place you can go.
Get a good view. Nah.
Day. Good view. Watch the sunset.
We're
The
gonna
common area?
keep going. Yep, we'll go to the kitchen, and then Megan has to go to her appointment. Then we'll leave her here in the kitchen.
David's room. He's from Texas.
So yeah, one of our young men. So now we're going into the room where we all eat. You could call it a cafeteria or
Oh, look, there's Riley again.
a common room.
Hi, Riley.
And there's Riley again. We found her all over the place today. So this is where we'll eat, where we have meetings, kind of lounge over there.
Cool. Yeah, this is called the sitkamer or the eetkamer, which means sitting room or eating room. So we have our meetings here. We sometimes do our prayer sets in here. We eat our food in here. What else do we do in this room? Last night we had a Zoom call. It was a fire and fragrance. Was it not the DNA? What do we call it? Anyway, it's all the fire and fragrance plants. all over the
International
world.
gathering.
International gathering, which we can't gather, so we did an international Zoom call. And then we came and debriefed last night about 8:30 for a half hour. We listened to Danny teaching about being, what does it mean to be a powerful person, that God always gives us a choice, that he doesn't force us to do anything. So even our, when we choose to be upset by people or hurt by people, it's actually a choice. It was really good. If you haven't heard his teaching, I would listen to it. He's incredibly funny.
Mm-hmm.
This is our kitchen.
It's our kitchen. This is our coffee bar that we just extended these last couple days. And here's our kitchen. So we have
Kitchen that we share with our team. We've got
a few fridges.
1, 2, 3, 4 fridges. One stand-up freezer.
And there's Layla laying on the counter for some reason. I don't know why.
To show you the bottom shelf is ours. This is our pantry.
Nicely organized.
Cute little drawers.
This is the community one corporate.
We have 2 stoves. Here's one of them that Layla's in front of.
This kitchen offers lots of personal development opportunities, character development, and just learning how to share a very small space, because there's not a space that you can stand in here where you're not kind of in the way of somebody getting something. And it's actually been really good for team dynamics. In all honesty, it's been a transition, but you just really have to learn how to. You think that you're courteous or that you are good at sharing until you have to actually share a kitchen with 25 people.
25 people. Yeah.
23 because Bo doesn't cook, but Layla does. Anyway, I think honestly some of the most fun times have been in here. It's really been great to have people ask each other things. I've been able to teach people how to bake. Allie is an amazing cook who shares her food, and it's always fun because there's like different groups of people. She's taught Layla how to make bagels. Yeah, it's.
I can show you one of my bagels.
That's awesome. So, Megan, what would you say you are learning, what Jesus is teaching you in this season, and how could you encourage others?
I am learning what it really means to be an intercessor and journeying with God's heart and praying His word back to Him over people. I think Scott would say I've always been a woman of prayer. I really love prayer. But there's a difference between being a prayer warrior and being kind of an intercessor, and it's brought me to the end of myself. We do spend a lot of hours a day in prayer. We're not just talking about once a week. We're talking 10 hours a week from, usually we do prayer sets from 5 to 7. We also have the Moravian hours plus your own personal time. So, I think I thought that I knew and was good at prayer, and then you just kind of come to the end of yourself. So really being challenged to dig deeper, let God expand the well and the understanding of who He is, and what can intercession look like. Maybe I've said that quite a few times. I think God's also teaching me, just again, the importance of being a mom, spending time with Layla, doing intentional and fun things, and trying to be creative in a time that we can't be super creative because we can't go outside. But we've had a lot of fun coffee dates, or I got a bow for my birthday, so Layla and I get to shoot a couple times a week together. It's just been really cool.
Okay, thank you for sharing. You have to run now.
I have to go to meet a biokineticist.
And I'll tell them about that because you have to run. Don't be late.
Bye.
Love you. Okay, Layla, will you take over?
Sure.
Camera person. Thank you. Okay, so let's go back outside since we've been in the kitchen so long. Let me just show you kind of the rest of what we're doing, who we are. Okay, coming outside. So I would say for me, one of the things, this season, this is Gabriel, one of our leaders. And we want to start with, so we'll go back over to where they were. One of the things that I feel like that I am learning in this season is how prideful I am. Prideful and selfish are the number two words that will be me on. So over here is where we shoot bows. This is where our leaders are. We tend to shoot bows right here with Megan's bow that she got that we helped to raise money for her birthday. But I feel like for me, it's that God is really exposing in this time of, it's exposing me in this time. Yeah, I didn't think I was as selfish as I am, but I am, which, is sobering, but yet really good, because we're realizing this time as we're locked up together, that God's just inviting me on how to serve others, how to consider others better than myself. Here's Jan, who's another one of our young men, one of our sons.
Gotta go get the wood.
He's got to go get the wood for the braai today, because Wednesdays we braai, and braai is like a barbecue, but different. So we use wood, we hang out, we talk. So it's awesome. So this season has been really rich. We feel like we're working on our marriage, things that we haven't been able to work on in the 20 years. Next month we'll be married for 18 years, and God's just exposing things in us that we just need to work on. And I don't know if we would have if we were still busy doing ministry and things. Yeah, there's a couple more rooms where other married couples live.
Mostly the leaders live
Mostly
here.
the leaders. And you keep going this way. We've almost done an entire circle. Here's a new open space that wasn't open before. So I think in this season, if I could encourage you guys, I think the biggest blessing in the season for us is that we really get to press into God and really fall more in love with Him and keep the first things first, as we would say as a community. You know what that means is that we would love God, and we're just learning what that looks like. Because as Megan said, as we do prayer sets every day, we start to realize like there are times where I just don't want to pray. There are times where I'm just like, I'm tired of doing this. I want to just veg out or read or do my own quiet time, and I realize like, man, my prayer depth is kind of shallow, which is sad, which really makes me sad, and realize that, man, I need to, it's just kind of expose the shallowness of it, and that I really need the responsibility of digging my well deep with the Lord in relationship, just like I would when I was dating my wife and there was an intention. And so I think for my challenge or invitation for you guys would be, what is your relationship with God looking like in this season? You know, how are you pursuing the Lord? Because I think in my own life I realized like, well, God, He did the work, but yet, God, I don't feel like a prayer set is significant unless I feel your presence, or I hear you, or I have some encounter, or it's dramatic or emotional. And then I realized like, man, God already sent His Son. God already pursues me. God fills me with the Holy Spirit. God provides all the things. It's like there's my part of the relationship of pressing into the Lord and the disciplines of reading my Bible and praying, and like, man, that I get to pray to God, and that He hears me, and that He wants to partner with me, or that I get to partner with Him in creating things, or in ministry, or in loving people, that we get to be ambassadors for Him. So I guess the challenge is, how are you digging your well deep with the Lord? How are you pursuing Him and falling more in love with Him in the season? Because it's really a beautiful thing that God has pushed aside, or allowed us to just, all the busyness and all the things that we do have kind of not become accessible. It's where, what do we really value? So now that life isn't as busy, are we pursuing the Lord? Are we falling more in love with Him? Or is He still the same place in our life as He was before? So may those things be an encouragement to you and an inspiration to you. We love you guys. We just want to, like I said, give you a walk in our life. We pray that you guys are doing good. Again, please drop us a line, whether on WhatsApp. WhatsApp's a really good way to get a hold of us. You can use my old phone number, 1+1 503-313-3825 through WhatsApp to get a hold of us. We'd love to get your prayer requests, how you guys are doing, how we can be praying for you, how we can be praying for the United States. You guys could be praying for us. As you can imagine, the lockdown has kind of changed our ministry perspective, not a perspective, like our ministry agenda. And so we just really want to hear from the Lord about what He's going to call us to do next. We really feel like we're in this tension, to use the bow analogy, like we're in this tension where God is drawing us back, and we're training and still pushing into God and what He wants us to do, and just preparing and training. But things just look different, just like they probably look different in the States. They look different here with quarantine. We're still in level 3 lockdown, so we're supposed to stay home. Some businesses are opening up. Traffic's kind of rustling again, but like Layla's still not in school. Some businesses still aren't open. So we're still wearing masks, hand sanitizing, social distancing, all the things. So you can just pray that we really hear from the Lord about what He's calling us to, that we would continue to fall more in love with God, and have the right perspective, that our family would continue to grow, that Megan and I would continue to grow in greater and deeper relationship together, that God would continue to pull out those things that have been just junk in our marriage that have been there for a while. We love you guys. Thanks for listening. Here, your mate Layla's going to say goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.